Yo, what's going on, gang? So we are having teaser rollouts right now for the new Black Ops 6 Zombies map, which is slated to drop at the start of Season 3, so April 3rd. They're posting a rollout of pictures. I believe there's going to be a total of like 12 pictures or like 21. It's something crazy. But they're going to basically post one every day until launch. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work. We don't know too much about what's going on, but in this video we have two images to kind of go over. I feel like we could review them, see if we can't maybe like think of what could be going on or like what we could imagine. I know like Rick Totham was apparently doing studies on whoever lived here, and whoever did live here was supposedly a cult leader. It looks like this big glass building in the background is going to be almost like an atrium in a sense, like maybe a greenhouse. There's probably going to be a lot of plants or something. I'm curious to know like how much of the outside of this map is going to be open relative to the inside. But this next picture is really where we're going to kind of have like a huge talking point. This looks like Kino. I mean, this is like a spitting image of Kino der Toten. Obviously it's like the color scheme and everything. It just has that same like old Germany like feel to it. They keep calling it Project Janus. Obviously there's this photo of this man in the middle. He's hooked up to it's like these machines are hooked up around it. I have a lot of different ideas of what that could be, but also based on this, like how he's dressed, this symbol on the chest, it makes me think of the Chaos characters, man, the medieval Chaos characters. I know that storyline's linking with Black Ops 6, so maybe this could be one of them. You know, and in zombies, obviously, people figure out, you know, some sort of relative idea of eternal life. It's not too far out. And then over here, we just have this massive painting of a castle. I don't think this is like Horizon by any chance or Citadel de Mort. I don't know if this is actually going to have anything to do with zombies at all. I do think it's kind of weird, like they made sure it was framed, but obviously the gist of what we see here is going to be this photo. Now the big thing we can ask are, what is this device pushing up against this photo? Because you can see they're all attached to these beams or whatever you want to call it, these arms. Every wire links to one of these arms that looks like it's actually holding it in place. It almost makes me think about Ghostbusters in a sense. I know that sounds crazy, but I wonder if these machines are holding this entity in this photo. Like, I wonder if he's trapped in the photo. You know, maybe we get this like Super Mario 64 vibe where we're actually going to be jumping into these pictures and maybe teleporting to a different location or maybe even a different time. I think it's just strange that they're focusing all this different equipment. Obviously, it's scanning some sort of activity. I mean, you can look at every little device and there's no way this thing's not monitoring an activity. I definitely think it has something to do with either spirits or maybe even a portal. I'm glad they're rolling out a new map that looks really, really unique. It's nice to kind of have that Kino der Toten feel. I feel like they've done a good job this season, or like in this game, coming up with creative maps. Now, one thing we can notice in this photo, and they didn't put this in here for coincidence, is the gobblegum machine. So there's definitely a gobblegum machine right here. We cannot see any other perk machines to my knowledge. We can go back to that first photo and zoom in. Maybe there's something that's like just slips through the cracks that we can barely see, like right here. Maybe it's either a car or it's like self-revive, like right up here on the right. But it's looking like there's not really too much going on in terms of like super teasers. The only thing we've seen in terms of an element within this, it's going to be the quick revive. And now I've looked at this photo a lot and I've looked at all the windows to see if maybe we see figures or notice anything out of the ordinary about this place, if anything stands out. And honestly, nothing did. Nothing really stood out within that place. Just inside here, how strange it is that this is locked down as it is. I mean, it looks like something's massive's going to be here. I mean, look at all the wires that run up the wall, they go across the ceiling, they drop down. I mean, there's going to be something big here, some sort of machine, and it makes me think about the massive draw of wires for the teleportation machine on Kino der Toten. It gives the absolute same vibes. other than that, gang, that's what we got. Look, we're gonna try to keep up with these as they roll out, and as they roll out, we'll kind of be able to resort from one photo to the next and kind of put together what we think is going to be the map. But I'm very excited to see what this map has entail. It's going to be exciting. I think they're going to have a grand slam with this one. But gang, listen, if you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button, crush the like. I catch you tomorrow for another heater. Let's get it, gang.